Hi, I'm Middle Grow Bag Sister Laura, and I've started a new project today. I'm growing some trays of wildflowers using seed balls. Now essentially a seed ball is just a spherical lump of clay, and in that there's about 100 wildflower seeds, also a little bit of compost and a little bit of chili powder to deter pests. And essentially you scatter the seed ball on the surface of the soil, and after a couple of weeks it starts to sprout. Only about 10% of the seed starts to sprout from each one, so it's about 10 little plants per seed ball. That's because wildflowers are a bit like that, they have erratic germination. And I've actually chosen to do 6 trials. The first are single species, so I've got poppy, the annual poppy, I've got the oxeye daisy, and I've got cornflowers. And I'm also trialling 3 of the mixes as well. So they'll mix it up. So this one is the bee mix, so that contains all the wildflowers that are attractive for bees. This is the butterfly mix here, and then this is a sky meadow. It's a lot of blue flowers. Now the way I've done it is I'm actually recycling everything. So I'm using these old fishing crates that we've collected off the beach over the years on our holidays to Scotland. So I'm recycling them. It's got the plastic off the beach and it's putting it to a good use. I'm also recycling the soil. So I lost a lot of plants in pots this winter because it was so cold. So essentially I'm just using all the spent compost from the pots, because wildflowers don't need a rich compost. In fact, they do better really on a poorer soil. So that's a good way of reusing that compost. I'm being quite careful in how I plant them, because this is a trial and I want to give it the best chance of success. So I've actually been measuring out 10 centimetres between each seed ball as I place it in the troughs here. And I've also been marking each place where I plant them with a cocktail stick, because I know there'll be a lot of other weed seeds will come up in here because it's spent compost. But if I know where the seed ball is, I'll be able to rake round. This is one of the hand rakes that we do, hoes that we do in our shop, and it'll just fit nicely in between those rows of the seed balls, so I can keep on top of the weeding quite happily. Not all of them will germinate in the first year. Cornflowers and poppies are annuals, they'll be up this year and give a lovely show. But in some of the mixes, some of the plants are either biennial or perennial. So we might see some basil leaves this year, but not the flowers. But I believe even in those mixes, they have put a few annual seeds in as well. So you do get a bit of a nice show in the first year anyway. So what I'll do is I'm going to give them a water. The soil is moist, but the seed ball itself, there's no rain forecast for a couple of days. I want to get that seed ball actually nicely soaked, so that triggers the germination. I'm then actually going to drag some of this pig netting over the top and weigh it down with a brick, simply because my dogs love to bury bones. If they see a tray of loose soil, they love to bury a bone in it, which will completely mess things up. It'll mix up all the seed balls and bury them. And then, yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, the first germination will be, I think, in about 2 to 4 weeks. I'm expecting a lovely show from the poppies and the cornflowers quite quickly, so I'll keep you posted.